under ATMIS now and previously under AMISOM have either been injured or paid the ultimate price while they are executing their mandate of, number one, securing the Republic of Kenya and its citizens, and number two, participating in regional security and stability. Madam Speaker, conscious of the fact that battle casualties are a reality whose statistics should not serve to glorify our enemies, but to honor and pay tribute to the individuals and collective acts of the courage and the sacrifice our men and women in uniform perform in defense of our nation. Therefore, Madam Speaker, I request for your indulgence that I avoid tabling or giving statistics on those injuries and casualties to be made public. And our biggest worry is that this will be used as a propaganda tool by our enemies, and more so by the various forms of terror and terrorists in our region and in our country. Number two, Madam Speaker, of course, when we complete our mission, when the history of our country and that of KDF contribution in the stabilization of the region and more so in Somalia is written, then it will be very visible and invisible outcomes that bring the light, the really value of the sacrifices made by Kenyans in pursuit of regional peace and security. And Madam Speaker, I am sure the committee of this House and even this House, in their oversight role of Kenyan Defense Forces, when they visit our camps, they will have an opportunity to see plaques, memorial parks with the names of those who lost their life in the line of duty, the honor they are given, not only in the mission in Somalia, but in other missions since KDF was formed. So that is a preserve of our basis, is a preserve of what the KDF Act and what the National Security Act within our Constitution subscribes. So in a nutshell, Madam Speaker, KDF and Kenyans have over the years suffered casualties, including loss of life, both before and after KDF integration into the African Union mission in Somalia, now the African Union Transmission Mission in Somalia, ATMIS. While the exact number of injuries and fatalities cannot be publicly disclosed due to security consideration, we assure the House that every incident is properly documented and families promptly informed. Number two, regarding compensation, Madam Speaker, the support and the welfare for the afflicted service personnel and their survivors. The government, through Kenya Defense Forces, is fully committed to ensure that both the injured personnel and their families who lose their loved ones are well taken care of. And the following are the various forms that are documented which can be found as a support policy and system in place to help the families who lose their loved ones or who are injured. Number one, we have a very robust compensation policy within KDF. And families who have lost their loved ones are entitled to compensation package that includes financial support, which is promptly disbursed within a week, within 2 weeks. And in this regard, Madam Speaker, Section 245, subsection 10 of the KDF Act, which Parliament in its wisdom enacted it in 2012, obligates the government and more so the Ministry of Defense and Kenya Defense Forces to compensate members of the Kenya Defense Forces who lose their lives or suffer disabilities while undertaking military duties or training. Therefore, the Defense Council in 2018